Recently, I saw this article which is talking about like a kind of private C2, very similar to Cobalt, and I think it's yeah, it's very similar to Cobalt and Sliver, and the framework is under development. Yeah, so I think he's gonna to make it commercial or to purchase, but I don't think so. It's gonna be like something like about strike business. Maybe it will be underground. I'm not sure, but it looks so promising. I mean, like I didn't test the tool yet, but this article actually covers most of the thing. The only thing that I don't like, not is that I don't like, but I don't like web interface through browsers. Okay. Anyway, let's continue to do our remaining part of the team server. So the previous one we have focused on the decoy list, whatever it is. For now, we will focus on listener create. Okay. We're gonna focus on listener create. This part. So what we are going to do, the operator here, after he's logged into the team server, he's going to add listeners, right? So the idea is to create multiple listeners, for example, 3 listeners. And each listener is listening on different port on different host, right? So let's see that this is listening on port 8080, the other one could be listening on port 443, the other one could be listening on port, let's say 333, right? So this kind of functionality will allow us to create such a thing. And from here, each of these will be independent with its own, let us say, API server. Like it's not really, they are using the same team server, but independently on different thread for running the server to handle the request. For now, it should be HTTP. It can be upgraded to HTTPS, but for now, I'm just going to do a full HTTP. Maybe in the future we're gonna add library like DNS and TCP, but for now, just for demonstration, I'm gonna start with HTTP. So in order to achieve that, we have to create a thread, and that thread will be responsible to create that process, to handle the whole things. So if we go to the part one, here I have talked that maybe a lot didn't mention to it, didn't have a notice to it. Here, which is the multi-threading in Pascal. So the t-child process is to spawn a new thread for each lesson to create threaded calls, right? As you can see here, we have identified the child with the function that we're gonna trigger for. And that's different for the other bots. Okay, so let's start here. We're gonna navigate to the child process here. This is for the vehicle. And this is the my listener function to my listener. Okay. So the only thing we're gonna do is first we have to go to the create construct. This is the function that we are going to, this will be handled inside the thread. And here is the, let us say, the constructor for the team server. And we have the create construct, which is static, nothing creative here. Like this is the expected constructor code block in Pascal. This one should point to this part, which is a global variables, global vars. What I mean by global vars, you can call it from another class, because here we are dealing with object oriented, so everything is about the class and procedures, functions, public, private, protected, whatever it is. And here's we have specified the port, the execution part. And I think this one, it should be, didn't declare it yet, but it should be here. Where's, I think it should be so the code block execute, we will be call it to create a thread and execute the function which is this one, right? Or it's not. So the first thing, if we go to the previous, this is the parent server, right? Which is HTTP application. This is the port, and this is the SSL. But in my case, I'm not going to use SSL. And this is with LAS, it means with the current program flow, I'm gonna to use the HTTP router. So for the agent, I'm gonna do something called heartbeat. So let's go to the function here. Let's see, or let's server. Okay. So the class I'll see HTTP. this route. Let's see. We have to create this procedure in GPath server, like this one. As you can see here. So we go to the BAS server. For everything. Just gonna copy it. Right. I'm gonna put it here. I can actually do this agent. So here we can just organize our code, nothing. Okay. And just to try to make sure that our work is okay. Okay, our code is clean. Fortunately, no errors. And as you can see, I didn't specify port or host or whatever it is. I just leave it right now like this. And I'm gonna go to the agent code block. Here. I'm thinking about moving these to global variables. It's become easier. Let's see how it goes. Here, all I have to do is just a response. I'm going to add, just going to add this. So here, as you remember, we don't need authentication. It's for the agent side. So here, let's see, it's 200. Not reason, I would say status, and instead of a message, I would say equal figure. So res is the response, JSON, it should be equal that. Okay, sounds good. For now, well, still we didn't do. So this is for the agent, right? Now we will create the listener. How we can call that? As I say, this is an undeclared or it's not on running thread, so this is thread still not be called. Like whatever you try to launch that, or even if the server is running, I'll give you an example. Right. Even if we go to this part and try to, for example, okay, server is okay. We try to send that notification. Nothing. It's not found because it's in different server, which is it's not running yet. So we will need to create another endpoint. It's called create listener, which will call these and execute the thread. That's the idea. So here, because we don't want to miss the procedure on another thread, yes, I have called that in the previous one. It's called listener create. So I am going to the team server part, which is here. Now here's the thing. So the first thing I'm gonna do a JSON, object, right? And I'm gonna say, for example, cal host and the cal port string. I'll start with L port first. I'll not put the L host. So I'll start with the L port. Then after that, we start initiating. It's on. I will cover this shit. It's on title, right? Yes, we need to validate this request. So I'm going to add this as it is. Fine, keep that. It's okay. By the way, I have fixed this. There is an issue with getting the user and closing the query each time we call. So now switch. Anyway, so after that, we can say that I will call it here. Let us say it's post. I don't want to get, so L port. Yeah, L port. So it means if you have send post request with parameter L port, it will take the value and set it and pass it into thread, into to thread execution. So after that, we will add we can start with something like with did I identify the handler? I'd like to try this one. Sorry, here. Yes, like this one, just to make sure. This is a global variable, it's better. So we can call it from different classes. And if I go to the create listener again, I can say that if as child, I would say here I think I'm not sure. I'm gonna to create. Yes. Is it that safe? Where is it? Here bar. Yeah, I'm going to create one and then execute. It's better. Create, say true, and execute. Okay, let's say here we're specifying the L port, and then here we go. And so it should actually execute it and run the port on that one. And to make sure we are tracking it, I have added here in the execute, we're establishing in this port. So if we see this string here, it means that we successfully created listener. Or not sure, let's try. Okay, here we go. Finally, JSON. We did the JSON request here, right? What with? Why did I put with here? Okay. But actually we didn't identify that endpoint yet. Yeah. So we should declare it like this. And then build it. Now let's run it. The first thing, okay, we got this. So our authentication token. This part. Yeah, involved in data because it's anyway. We should change that to post request and well port. port. Gotta see DT18. Let's see. No, this is blank. Nothing. So it's an invalid integer. Two 17. Yeah, but it got it here. If the listener is actually oh no, why say challenge? Oh yeah, that's true because purpose suite is using that port. Let's see 333. That script doesn't work. Yeah, I think it's not initiating. So where is the sync? Try port. Just leave it like this. Maybe something here in the execute. Snap port str to int. That's actually converting it. It means that it's okay, but why this I got this problem? I don't know. I mean, there's a space or something. Let's see. Or try to problem is here. Why it get it so blank like this? Didn't get it. Oh, well. Get this one for the get. I think it's a query something. Query failure. Values. Because I think on get we can bypass the space. Like it should be okay. So instead of post, we're gonna do it like this. Okay, 3. Okay, I think it's working right now, right? So what I'm going to send it to another repeater and agent heartbeat. Agent heartbeat. I'm going to change the port to 333 to interact. Oh yeah, that's it. So this is the agent part. While the team server is still functioning fine on different protocol, different port, whatever it is. Awesome. So even that, like, if we cancel it, I'm not sure. Yeah, it's still, the thread is still created, so nothing. So right now I'm going to terminate this one. I'm going to add the validation again. And there's something important here. So as you can see, if you go to the execute part, there is only accept port string. I don't want to pass the lhost, whatever it is, in the current GET request. My idea is to create variables. Let's go lhost string, right? And from here, on the created thread, on the execute procedure, here, going to map it listeners to host. Okay, let's see, which is the global variable here. And then this one, we can use it with API get request. So if we go back here to our listener create host, it's already identified directly with field use, and then here we can say about host. And then I'm gonna add something here, this on, just to make sure our configuration is okay. You need host. Oh, just to make sure that you are getting correct. We hit to create. So let's start the server again. Remember that we go with authentication right now. Here. So let's start to create another. It's accepted without it, but I want. But if we try to randomly create a host, let us see, then try to send it. Here. Debug. Since it's a global variables, I can call it from the anything. So I'm gonna back here. I want to see what kind of value. Let's get it. Yes. Yes, that's where this has been terminated. Right, so I'm going to create that again and then try to call it. Oh, it's got the host, but it's ignore it. So it's ignore the value, and anyway, it's established it again. Doesn't handle it correctly, I think, or doesn't resolve the IP. I think maybe this could be a bug. So what I'm trying to do is just let's do another thing. So my IP right now is this part, right? So if I create the server again, and make sure this is not working, and here I'm not gonna choose my IP, I just choose this one. Send. Okay. But we can benefit from this in different way. Like it's ignoring that, and then maybe it's about in Pascal. I'm not sure. Or it's anyway getting populated. It should tell me that you cannot listen on this port in this IP address. That's what I'm expecting. Or we can benefit from this for our C2. Not sure, but I'm gonna to dig into the server hostname. Use hostname or host. That should be different. Also, address. Hostname, we can leave, we shouldn't use it. Hostname, if you, for example, enabling SSL, it should match the hostname, right? Address. Address, it should be the IP address. And now, I'm gonna create the server and send this one. Doesn't do anything, right? Nothing. So great. While if we create 5, it should be send me to the here change it. Okay, cool. Now our listener is okay. Support authentication. It support lhost, lport. So the operators can create profiles, can do whatever it is. So here, I think for the next live, this live is kind of short just to continue what's remaining from yesterday. The next live, I will try to, we will focus on the GUI for the operator, but also we will cover the agent function. So maybe it should be like agent results, maybe like kind of agents commands or tasks, something like that. That will be for the agent communication only. Maybe we'll do some encryption. So the ideas will comes in, but right now, for now, our server is okay, parent is okay, child is okay, and operator can successfully manage that. So the next part, I think I'll start doing the GUI interface. I'm gonna use GTK for that, and it will be much easier, so the idea will be more clear. So please make sure that you follow it and get notified whenever I post something on Twitter if you're interested to follow on this workshop. And I am preparing the article which will talk about, which will be overview. I will not dig into this code blocks discussing about that one because it will be very long. I will grab some important code snippets to understand the logic of application, and then that's it. And the code will be shared on GitHub so you can combine it, and when we finish you get final result and have your own mini c2c to use. Okay, cool. I will try to go live soon, maybe this week, but I'm not sure, depends on my work. I will keep you updated, guys. Have a good day.